Welcome back to Bible Chronicles 24. Today we're exploring the dramatic and tragic story of Cain and Abel, the first children of Adam and Eve. It's a tale of rivalry, sin, and the enduring consequences of anger and jealousy. Join us as we dive into the events that led to humanity's first act of violence. The story begins with the birth of Cain, the firstborn, followed by his brother Abel. Cain grew up to be a farmer, working the ground, while Abel became a shepherd, tending to flocks. In time, both brothers brought offerings to the Lord, Cain from the fruits of his harvest, and Abel from the firstborn of his flock. God accepted Abel's offering, but Cain's was not favored, which filled Cain with anger and resentment. Seeing Cain's distress, God spoke to him, asking why he was angry and reminding him that doing well would bring acceptance. But God also warned Cain that sin was crouching at his door, desiring to control him, but he must rule over it. Unfortunately, Cain ignored the warning. One day, while in the field, Cain's anger boiled over and he attacked and killed his brother Abel. After the murder, God confronted Cain, asking, "Where is Abel, your brother?" Cain deflected with, "Am I my brother's keeper?" But God knew what had happened. He said, "Your brother's blood cries out to me from the ground." As punishment, God cursed Cain, declaring that the ground would no longer yield its strength to him, and that Cain would be a fugitive and wanderer on the earth. Fearing for his life, Cain lamented that his punishment was too great, but God, showing mercy, placed a mark on Cain to protect him, ensuring that no one would kill him. Cain departed from the presence of the Lord and settled in the land of Nod, east of Eden. He married and had a son named Enoch, after whom he built a city. Cain's descendants went on to forge their paths. Lamech, a descendant of Cain, was the first to take 2 wives, and his children became the forefathers of those who lived in tents, played music, and worked with bronze and iron. However, sin continued to permeate, as Lamech boasted of killing a man for wounding him, claiming his revenge would be 77-fold. Meanwhile, Adam and Eve had another son, Seth, whom Eve saw as a new hope, saying, "God has appointed for me another offspring instead of Abel, for Cain killed him." Seth became a symbol of redemption and continuity. Through Seth's line, humanity began to call upon the name of the Lord, seeking a renewed connection with God. The story of Cain and Abel is a powerful reminder of the destructive power of unchecked emotions like anger and jealousy. It teaches us about the importance of making the right choices, listening to warnings, and seeking reconciliation. Though Cain's path was marred by sin, the story also shows God's mercy, as he provided protection even in judgment. Thank you for joining us on this episode of Bible Chronicles 24. If you found this story insightful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more biblical stories. Stay tuned as we continue to explore the timeless lessons of the Bible, one chapter at a time. Until next time, keep seeking and discovering the truths of God's Word.